Hi, my name is Adriana Gomez, and for the purposes of this assignment, I will be working with Alexa Gomez. She is my younger sister. She's in high school, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that she's experiencing as a senior and just what's going on in her life. So, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So what brings you in today?
I don't know. Just to talk about, I guess, like, what's going on in the future.
Okay.
My plans and stuff.
Okay, so what are your plans right now for the future?
College, and so, like, probably community to then transfer to a better school than I could have gotten into, like, out of my senior year.
Okay. So what, right now, like, what are those plans looking like?
What do you mean?
Like for, you said you want to go to community college, so what are you doing to prepare for that so far?
I guess, like, I don't really know, like, kind of just getting ready to, like, graduate and make sure my grades are up and, like, I think try and figure out what I want to major in so then I can hopefully get my stuff done in 4 years and not 5, I guess.
Okay. So how are you feeling about graduating?
Good, excited, but kind of nervous. I think I feel like the same way I did when I was, like, in 8th grade going to high school.
What are you nervous about?
I don't know. I'm crying.
It's okay.
I don't really know. I'm just, like, changed. I don't like it.
The change makes you nervous?
Yeah.
The change of scenery?
I don't know. People probably.
Okay. What about that change makes you nervous?
Like, the same people I've been around won't be around anymore.
You mentioned that you had that kind of experience when you were going from middle school to high school. Is that really what that's feeling like right now for you?
I guess. Yeah.
How did that turn out?
It was fun. Like, for I would say, like, my friends have stayed the same. But I've gotten a lot of new friends, but I don't know how it's going to be, like, with college, just because, like, my friends who went to college, like, didn't make friends at, like, the community college and, like, didn't really get, like, close friends until they went to, like, their 4-year university. So, I don't know.
So is it the transition to, like, a junior college that's making you nervous? Like the transition from high school to junior college, and then, like, not having those friends there?
I don't think it's, like, friends. I think I just don't know, like, what I want to do with my life, so it's just a lot that, like, I have to figure out in 2 years.
Okay, so it's not just a social aspect,
I think it's, like, pressure for,
for, like, future
and, like, what to do.
That's normal. I don't think a lot of people really have that together at 17 years old. So I think you have time. What else are you doing? What else is going on? Is there anything else, like, as far as prepping for the end of school and?
I think I'm just, like, it's a lot of pressure, like, to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do, and, like, my family sometimes, like, pressures me, like, you need to figure it out, or, like, I don't know, they're, like, I feel like they add a lot of stress, because I feel like I try to please them a lot.
So that's where the majority of your stress comes from?
I don't think it's, like, I think pressure, yeah, but, like, I don't think it's the majority of my, I don't know, I think I think I put the stress on myself a lot.
Okay, so it's not really, like, family that's putting that stress on you?
No.
Necessarily?
I think it's myself, but, like, I want to please my family.
What is it about that thinking that, I mean, it sounds like you think that if you have one piece of it, then if you know what you're gonna do, it's gonna make your family happier. Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know, like, I feel like sometimes when I try to talk to my mom about it, like, she tells me, well, like, you need to figure it out, and, like, everyone else is telling me, no, you don't. So, like, I think it's just really, like, my mom who, like, wants me to figure it out, like, faster than I can, and, like, I'm trying to, but it's, like, hard to tell her that I don't know. And I feel like she gets upset with me because I don't know what to do. And, like, I don't know how to please her.
Yeah. Is she the most vocal about it? As far as like pressuring you? Or as far as like asking you like a lot of questions?
About college, I think, yeah, because like she's paying for it, so I think she wants to like kind of know where her money's going, I guess. My like dad isn't really like, I wouldn't say that he doesn't care as long as I'm going to college, but like he's not like putting as much pressure on me to like figure out what I'm gonna do. I think he just like wants me to take my time, and I think my mom's more like, I need to know where my money's going kind of thing.
What's your relationship like with your mom?
It's rough. I wouldn't say like really close to my mom. She's kind of just like my caregiver, like takes care of me when I need it, and like if I ask her for something, then she'll kind of be there for me. But like I have to come to her a lot. I think to have a relationship with her, it's like her trying to. I think she tries to have a relationship with me. It's just like she doesn't know how to.
What do you mean? Give an example.
Yeah, I think, well, sometimes, like, it's not even that she doesn't know how to. I think sometimes it's, like, she pushes me a lot, and, like, I think good and bad. Like, she pushes me to be my best, but I think sometimes she just pushes me because she's annoyed, or, like, she takes her feelings out a lot of me. Not even just me, but, like, our whole family. But, what was the question?
Your relationship with your mom?
I just don't think she knows how to have like a great relationship with her kids. But I don't really, like, I feel bad saying that, but like,
Why do you feel that way though?
like why she doesn't know how to have a relationship. Like
Yeah.
with my older siblings, like even my other sister, she wasn't really around a lot, obviously. So, and she didn't really, like, she moved here from El Salvador, so I don't think like she didn't really have a mom. And like we talked about this like before, like everybody too. She like. Not that she didn't have a mom, but like her birth mother wasn't present. It was her grandmother who kind of raised her, but like even then there's only so much a grandmother can do to be a mom. I think she had, we don't really talk about it with my mom because she's very touchy about like certain things, but
So it sounds to me like you just feel like it's really hard to get close to her. And it sounds like you don't blame her for it.
no, I mean I think she's just kind of, I feel like she's been independent for a while and like been off on her own, like having kids and stuff her whole life basically. So I think it's hard for her to like have relationships with people in general. Like I don't know, I think it's like her social.
Okay, but how about with you? Like how would that look different for you? Like how in your personal life with mom? Like how, what does that look like? Besides the pressure and just not really.
My relationship with mom is.
Can you explain that a little bit more? So you mentioned pressure. Sounds like there's a lot of
I mean,
pressure
it's not
on
all bad. Like
no, I know, but like it's not. Okay, so tell me about the good. So yeah, you've given me the pressure, and it's really hard for you to kind of approach her. But give me some good.
Well, I guess like I think her way of like a lot of the times is to spend time with me is to go shopping, which I like. I think we all get kind of like our shopping addictions from mom. But like we do sometimes we like to watch like the criminal shows together.
You and mom?
Yeah.
Or mom?
Yeah. But a lot of it's kind of just like it's more like spending time and like doing nothing instead of like, you want to talk about your issues? Because like I don't like to.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like harder because we're not close, so like I don't want to talk about my issues with her. But she does try. I just like I tend to keep things in.
So I see you're getting teary-eyed and sad, and I'm finding myself getting a little sad too. And I guess it feels like you want to have a deeper relationship, but you really don't know how to, or don't know how to let her in. Sorry.
I don't want to say like it's too late, but I'm also almost 18 and like.
Okay, but what would have been an ideal like relationship with your mom?
I don't know, like.
Sounds
I
like
think
you're-
growing up, like, I think things could have been different. Like, I don't really know because I've never really had, like, an ideal, what like an ideal mom should be, I guess. I don't, like, I think a lot of the times, like, when my mom was at work, like, instead of being home with us, but I don't blame her for that because she had to work, so, like, I don't really know. I feel like the times, like, I can think of her, like, being present in my life the most is kind of when we're on our vacations and, like, I'm going to Disneyland and stuff. Because she was, like, my dad doesn't like going to Disneyland.
So you were talking about how the only time you feel like your mom's present is when you guys are on vacation and
I think it's because, like, work's not a distraction when we're on vacation. Well, I mean, it used to be, but it's not as much a distraction, like, when we're on vacation.
So, is that what, do you feel like work is, like, kind of all-consuming for her still?
I think sometimes it can be, like, she doesn't know, like, when to stop working. Like, for example, yesterday I asked her to go take me to get my nails done, and we've had, like, an issue before where, like, she told me she can take me somewhere and then, like, gets wrapped up in work and then, like, can't take me. I don't have an issue with her not being able to, like, take me places. I just would rather her tell me that she can't take me, so then, like, I know that I have to find another way to, like, get to where I'm supposed to be, or, like, I don't want to say, like, I can't rely on her, but, like, sometimes I just wish that, like, she would understand, like, just tell me no if you can't, you know? Like, I feel like she, not, like, I don't know how to, like,
Extends herself.
yes. And she doesn't know, like, how to draw the line of, like, when to exactly, like, stop working and leave work at work, and, like, when to come home and be a mom.
It sounds then like you're saying, like, you don't feel like a priority. Is that accurate?
I guess sometimes, like, yeah. I think sometimes she just, like, is like, I have to get this done, I have to get this stuff done, I have to get this done, and I'm like, okay, well, like, when, like, it's not, I don't know, I feel like I just try not to bug her a lot, because I feel like with my whole family, like, I try to fly under the radar, and, like, not cause issues and stuff, but, like, when I do ask her for something, like, I don't think she's always there, so, like, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so you've given me a good amount of background, and I appreciate that. Now, in a perfect world, what would your relationship with your mom look like? Things could change tomorrow.
I mean, obviously, I don't know, because, like, I feel like I was gonna say, like, obviously, like, I don't want my mom to be my best friend, but, like, I think I wouldn't say, like, my best friend, but, like, I think I'd be closer with my mom, and, like,
We're saying perfect world.
Perfect, I don't know, though, because, like, I mean, it's not that I don't want to be friends with my mom, it's just, like, I just don't see her as a friend, or, like, someone I could go to, so I guess, like, the opposite is, like, seeing her as a friend and, like, being able to go to her for, like, the things that I need or, like, want to talk about. And, like, I think, like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, there have been times where, like, I try to bring up a conversation with her and it's, like, a touchy subject and she doesn't want to talk about it. That's it. Like, end of conversation, I don't want to talk about it. So, like, I think, like, when I ask her things, like, for her to be more open, I guess, and, like, not try to hide things from me.
Like what?
Like her pregnancy. And I don't know, like, I don't think, like, it affects me as much as it affects, like, other people in my family. But, like, I've definitely, like, tried to ask her about it, because, like, I'm in her shoes, not in her shoes, like, I'm not pregnant, but, like, I was her age, so, like, I think it's cool to, like, see, like, how her life was different than mine, but, like, there's not something she wants to talk about, which I understand, like, you could go ahead and have your boundaries, but, like, you can't, like, I just wish, like, she'd be more open about it than, like, try to hide it, because we all know what happened, obviously. Like, it's not a secret, but she tries to keep it a secret. I feel like a lot.
So, in a perfect world, you would be closer to her. You'd be able to talk to her more.
Yeah, because I feel like a part of the reason why I can't talk to her is I don't understand her, like, a lot. Like, I can't find ways to connect with her because she kind of tends to keep herself in, and I think it's because, like, she wants to protect herself, but, like, I don't know what from exactly. Like, I don't think she wants to get her feelings hurt because, like, we tend to clown on her a lot, and, like, I think she's scared of us, I guess, in a way, but I don't really
So it
know.
sounds like she's sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, you might get that from her.
Sensitive. Now what can you do? Like what kind of, could be your part in building a better relationship with your mom? I mean, if you stay for another couple of years, you do have that time to build, but if you go,
Yeah.
you know, you want to be able to make sure that you have a good, you know, relationship
Yeah.
with your parents.
Well, I wouldn't say like I have a bad relationship with her, like I don't hate her, or anything, but one of my friends told me, that like, when she moved away, like, things got better with her and her mom, and like she got closer because she moved away. So I don't know if it's like I need time away from her to like figure out like how much I actually need my mom, or like if I need to like stay to build a relationship. And I feel like that's a huge reason why I want to go to SoCal, is like to get away from my family sometimes.
Okay, but earlier you said that it's looking more like you're gonna be staying local for a little bit.
Yeah, which I don't mind, I think, but eventually like I need to get away.
Well, then in that case, in the immediate, what can you
Do to like,
what
Get
can your
closer?
part be? Yeah. I mean, you can't fix anything on her end. I mean, she's not broken.
yeah,
She's just different
yeah.
than you are. So,
I guess like I think for me is like not being so short with her all the time, because she tells me that I am a lot, and like I guess sometimes they don't realize it, or sometimes like I'm just like, get away from me, like. But I think I'm with that with like most of my family, really. So I think like my brother too is like, I don't want to talk to you right now, like get out of my room. Like sometimes I just need my space to be alone, and I don't think she knows like that or really, or understands that like sometimes I just need space. But
so
I
what can
think
you do?
to like, yeah, I think, I mean, try to not be like as snappy as I am with her, and like explain to her why I need space sometimes, or like even like if I'm just not doing anything and she's not doing anything, like maybe be like, oh, like, do you want to go get a bowl or something, or do you want to watch a movie, or like, I don't know, like try to find ways to spend time with her more, I guess. That doesn't include like shopping, because I feel like sometimes it's just like,
So you want to be more intentional.
yeah, I guess.
Is there something kind of regularly that you could maybe do? Like, what does she like to do lately?
Nothing. Watch TV. I feel like she just doesn't do much. Like,
There's something that she's gotten into lately, right?
oh my gosh, exercising and walking.
Walking.
Yeah, I guess like when I'm not doing anything, and like instead of making excuses to not go for a walk, just like, okay, I'll go with you.
And maybe that's just a start, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you're both listening to your music the whole time, at least you're present with her.
Yeah.
And maybe eventually that'll lead to a conversation.
Yeah. I think that's a good start.
It's a good start. It doesn't need to be like this.
Like Korean
Huge.
phenomenon where we have to go to the opera. Like,
No, it doesn't have to be anything giant, just, and you don't even have to tell her what you're trying to do, you know what I mean?
yeah, just like
Just show her that you want to spend time with her. Because I
Yeah.
think, it sounds like you mentioned that she doesn't really have, she never had like a relationship with her mom growing up. So she does, I mean, I don't know. I'm not in her own brain, and I'm not her therapist, but it sounds like she doesn't really know how to create that relationship either, based on you know what you said,
Yeah.
with all of her other kids. So, you know, maybe
Yeah.
that will work,
yeah.
you know, you making this
I
steps.
think at first it's gonna be awkward for the both of us because we both don't know what we're doing, but eventually we'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, so was there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
No? Well, thank you for joining.